For my creative autobiographical assignment, I wrote a personal narrative. I wrote a story about my experience with natural disaster cleanup through the Helping Hands program. The first experience being one I didn't actually participate in when my older brother and my dad ran out to Baton Rouge, Louisiana in 2016, I believe, and cleaned up from the flooding that happened there. When Hurricane Harvey happened a year later and I was able to go participate in that hurricane cleanup, and then 2 years later when Tropical Storm Imelda hit southern Texas and I was able to go help clean up from that. And I wrote about my experiences there and how that contributed to both my moral development and my self-concept development. So first of all, those experiences contributed to my moral development because we know that little kids, when they exhibit prosocial behavior, a lot of the times it's motivated by parental examples. By this example, they have their parent telling them to do a good thing or modeling that, and then they follow. And even though I wasn't a toddler, my first opportunity, taking that opportunity to go serve in Hurricane Harvey, was a prosocial behavior to go out and serve and do this work of charity for other people. It was motivated, it was prosocial behavior, but it was motivated a lot by this idea of cobbing my dad and my older brother. They're a big example to me. I'd seen them go out and serve in that capacity, and I wanted to do it because they were doing it. I didn't really fully understand what I was getting into, but I wanted to do what they had done. But the next time around, when Tropical Storm Imelda happened and I chose to go out and serve in the Helping Hands program again to clean up, I was motivated instead by empathy. I developed this sense of empathy for these people. When I'd cleaned from Hurricane Harvey, I saw how much they lost, but not only that, how much they gave in spite of all that they lost. I developed empathy and love for those people, and that motivated the prosocial behavior the next time around. So I definitely had some moral development there. I also had this sense of vastness, this sense of awe and wonder when I participated in the cleanup and I was watching at neighboring houses other people were cleaning up and I was a part of this thing. I very much felt that I was part of something much greater than me. This network of brotherly and sisterly love created a sense of awe that really helped with my moral development, with having a further desire to become part of even more things that are greater than me. And also, this helped me move closer towards a post-conventional aspect of moral reasoning, of learning about, okay, what's most important in morality for me is helping other people, is putting their needs first. Like, we should be serving basic human needs, and it helped me move towards that. Also, this experience of hurricane and tropical storm cleanup helped with my sense of self-concept development. Those first couple experiences I had, I was an awkward middle school girl who was very unsure of herself and very insecure. And I had this ideal self. I wanted to be like my dad and my brother. I saw them come back from flood cleanup with a sense of purpose, a sense of fulfillment, confidence, and I craved that as an insecure middle school girl. I had this ideal self. I wanted to be this sure person. But the real self I was struggling with at the time was insecure, not sure where I fit in school and other aspects of my life, and I craved this ideal self, and there's kind of this wide gap between the two, and I thought that by going and participating in this cleanup, I could shorten the gap and become more like that ideal self who was more selfless, more giving, more hardworking. So yeah, I was very confused about my identity, not sure who I was, and going out there and working in hurricane cleanup helped give me a sense of purpose, and it helped me learn that purpose can be found through, losing our life on the Lord, giving to others and serving and giving of ourselves. So I was able to grow into myself. When this woman came up to me and told me she wanted her daughters to grow up and be like me when we were doing hurricane cleanup for her, it melted me. It gave me a sense of purpose. It made me feel like I was someone worth living after the example of, in a sense. It helped me find myself as a daughter of God and become more sure of my divine identity and my divine potential to follow the example of the Savior. So these experiences with tropical storm and hurricane and flood cleanup helped me develop morally. It helped me develop my prosocial behavior and do that from a place of empathy, and it helped me develop my self-concept. It helped me become more sure of myself, more confident, and more spiritually aware of myself and my divine identity and the divine identity of those around me.